Hello, Cancer. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. These are our stories that we share together. So thanks to the Anima Mundi, all that is, all that exists, for being present at this reading. That includes you, my loves. Without you here, I could not be here. Thank you to Spirit, God, Goddess, Creator, the One. It's all us. We're all part of it. So, again, thank you for being here. This is my gratitude practice in action. That said, I put ritual prayer, manifestation into your well-being and your thriving and your prosperity, into anyone who interacts with the channel, past, present, and future. These readings are not dated, but this is a relationship reading for Cancer. It will come to you at the right time. Anything that resonates, rings your bell, toots your whistle, tickles your fancy, feels good in your body and your intuition is the right message for you. Feel free to pause the video at any time and extrapolate within your own story to anything that inspires you or gives you a flash. Anything that causes any fear, trepidation, you can leave that behind. If you're not ready for it, it's not the time to hear the message. You can come back and watch it again if you feel like it, or just leave it behind. What's the saying? God will only give you as much as you can carry. And then I used to joke, but we'll give you exactly that much. Right? So it goes on and on, but you've got this. I was feeling, as I was doing the pre-shuffle, a kind of unmoored sort of identity crisis sort of energy. But the wonderful thing about Cancer is that, you embody the Chariot card. So there's this determination for you to push through, center yourself, find your own truth, become balanced, and then push through using both your intuition and your practicality. So I love Cancer energy for that reason. Very awesome, like mama bear energy. That, you think of Taurus has got some, Queen of Pentacles energy, which is sort of mama bear. But Cancer is like mama bear, got some spice, some heat under the tires. And I don't know what kind of metaphor that is, but that's what's coming through. And then, the Knight of Wands jumped out. So there is this determination energy that's coming through in this reading. So you got this, baby. That said, shares, subscribes, comments. I love emoji comments, especially because we're working with images here. So thank you so much. I apologize for some congestion and some kind of, I'm glad we're doing a water sign because I need some hydration. There's been some kind of heat waves, so there might be some passion that's kind of disturbing your waters here, and that's all right. Well, we're going to get through it. And we're going to find out some more about what's going on with these vibes. I have 3 oracle decks. The Deck of Crystals by Nadia Bailey, illustrated by Maya Buse, with some wonderful watercolor illustrations. Another watercolor deck with the Visionary I Ching cards. And Kim Kranz, who works in a lot of pen and ink, but also with some watercolor in the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook, which I love. This is a collage deck. This is a digital collage and illustration deck. This one is the Rosebud Tarot and the Orion's Animal Tarot, and then the brilliant Edmund Dulac Tarot for clarification. So we're going to go ahead with those messages. But before we start, again, this is a gratitude practice, so I invite you to join me in finding gratitude for something big or small. It could be a micro tenderness, it could be a macro tenderness, or anything in between. We build these processes of gratitude to build a mountain of gratitude. So Again, thank you for being here and interacting with the channel. There are other ways to interact in the description box, including like Instagram and donations and things of that nature. So again, thank you for being here and sharing your gratitude and your story with me. We are the people and we deserve to be heard, even if we're just listening to ourselves. And that felt very strong right there. So, with that identity crisis energy, we're coming together to, you know, I believe it's in the I Ching where, you know, to let something fully expand, one must let it fully contract, or maybe it's the other way around. But, you know, there's a systole and diastole. There's the heart beats and pumps blood and takes it in. There's a cleansing and an outward movement. There's the kings moving outward, the queen moving in. We're going to move in first. I'd like to contemplate a moment of gratitude. I often, you know, cite my cast iron cookware if there's nothing else I can think of. That offers me infinite pleasure and gratitude. So whatever it is in your intuition, in your body, deep breath. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. There needs to be a little settling in. Because like I said, there's kind of this nebulous sort of identity issue. And if you're joining in any kind of relationship, there is sort of that individuality sort of gets absorbed. And, you know, whether it be in a group, if you're organizing politically or for a civic-minded thing, if you are volunteering for a charity, if you're in a marriage or a family or starting a relationship, and all relationships start anew as they travel their path. And in that manner, some of our individual identity gets lost in there and evolves into something else that cooperates with the group. Cancer people are so much more mindful of joining into the ocean of the oceanic boundlessness, the absorption that happens with a relationship, because you are a water sign and you're so sensitive and you have so much maternal feminine energy. It can be overwhelming. But because your individuality is being absorbed, doesn't mean it no longer exists. It's transforming. It's being alchemized. It's being cooked. So maybe you're in that cast iron Dutch oven and you're making a beautiful, beautiful broth. Maybe a little cooking practice will help you. You know, that heat that I was talking about, the heat here, and that drive. We're looking at some cauldron energy, your waters being alchemized and cooked. So, Spirit, please, one card from this deck for our lovely Cancer people in relationship at the time that this reading is beheld. Ooh, yes. Terrific. Heart chakra. Yeah. Take care of your heart, my loves. Your big, beautiful heart. Maybe the biggest in the zodiac. I'm not sure where your Cancer placements are, but this is for you. Imbue whatever house there is need some heart. Great. Okay. That's good news, honey. Oh, my honey dove, my lover, my sweetie pie. And for Cancer, please, Spirit. For Cancer, we have a animal messenger, please. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See. Yep. That's locking right in there. That's... Yeah. See, you're on the right path. Don't worry if you're confused right now. It's okay. Your identity is safe. So that's splitting like that. We'll do it at once. We've got the Mage, the Nine of Fire, and the Ace of Air. Cool. All right, great. Cool. That's great. That's good to see that air energy there. And an ace is always welcome, of course. And at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Fire. Yeah. Yeah. The 9 and the 10. Okay. Yep. We're going places. Excuse me. There's kind of like a harvest I'm feeling. Best messages for Cancer and relationship, please. Yes. And we have Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So, Knight. This is good. There's a lot of motion happening in these readings. This messenger, this like expressing of desires, of idea, like a claiming of identity and an expression of identity. So Knight of Cups is delivering the message about what you want, and the Knight of Wands is expressing and this is like, and your needs, your emotional needs, and this is your passion. And there's so much passion here. You're about to like really like bust through. And with this 9 and 10 of Wands, there's like, I've been going and going and going, and I have been like after my desires, and I am just like at the end of my rope. Yes, because a new cycle is coming through, and it's going to come with some intellectual clarity. There's going to be a new way of thinking about things. And, what we think about combined with these feeling energies is what manifests. So there's the Death card, and that has to occur because the way that we've been pushing our passions out into the world has not really been fruitful for a while. It has just kind of added burdens. You've been taking on things that, like, as a group-minded person, maybe in your family or at work or in your intimate relationships or your friendships, you've been like carrying a lot of the load to keep people like going and jazzed and juiced and like built up, and you're the one who's bringing all the fuel. You're hauling all the firewood. You're building the fortress that everybody can live safely within. But what will happen from this is that your Queen of Wands manifestation energy of your true desires is also going to be supported in this superstructure. You're not the one who's going to have to hold it up and build it and, bring all of the passion and the fire. There will be other people to support you, and in ways that mirror the past, but also the things that you dreamed of being there for you in the past. So Nearing completion, the last card in the I Ching, is very fortuitous with these two cards that are talking about the end of a cycle. This is a creative project, perhaps, a spiritual goal, something that you've put a lot of passion into, and it's like, it's almost there. Once you get that load of firewood to the fortress, to the marketplace, to the building site, you are going to be in a position to direct the project instead of doing the grunt work. You're going to be managing the project with these Knight Cups, and you're going to be communicating what you want, and it's happening for you because you're the magician and you are the queen. This is your project. You've done the groundwork. Now you will have, I'd like to see if there are more people around, because it seems like if you're, they say that there's like people who do the day-to-day tasks, and then there's like big picture people. You've been doing both. I want to see who is around you to help you, and it's this energy. It's like people that you have wished to be around you to complete these tasks and help you. With the Queen of Wands, we are looking at Aries, Knight of Cups, we're looking at Pisces, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. There might be a Scorpio in there. But probably a fire sign person is going to be a helper in this situation. You do need some help, because there are more ideas coming, and there's more you want to communicate and do. You've probably got some new ideas with this project, and somebody needs to support you. And so that's what you're looking for in your relationships, like somebody to kind of take off this burden of this work that I've done. Let me be the idea person. Let me take off this load and be the idea person and direct traffic, and help me get this project finished. Because, our relationships support what we do in our life. So who is here to support Cancer? I feel like could be this Queen of Wands character. That could be you. You've got a lot of fire and energy. So who will support Cancer? Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, this is what we want to see in a relationship reading, is the Two of Cups, the emotional bond, So you've got all this fire, all this inspiration, but, like, you need some more heart in there. You need somebody to match your heart so you can, make these, like, clear decisions and then get them done and, like, just follow. I mean, this is a very fiery reading for a Cancer, usually. And so maybe you're, like, close to Leo cusp and you've got some, like, fire energy, but, like, this is so coming from the heart, and, like, this is something that you believe in so deeply. You might be fighting for a relationship. You might have, gone through some, through the fire, through the bad day, boo, boo. That Shaka Khan song. Y'all may have gone through the fire. This is fire above and water below. So, like, you're this support system, and then there's, like, this thing that's just burning and, like, waiting to get to the end, So tell me more, please, about those who are supporting Cancer in relationships and in these establishments that they're creating, these passion projects, this heart, this fire, this desire. Tell me more about this desire. Yeah, okay, so you've said how you felt. And so this brings us to this card here. And, there's like a new way that you're going to say things. But, like, I was talking about this in another reading, is that, like, emerald, there was another card that's associated, another gemstone that's associated with emerald that had a different energy, but it compared it to emerald. But what I've heard from other sources is that emerald helps you speak the truth. So sometimes when I read, I actually like put a raw emerald in my mouth because and when I meditate over cards, when I clean them, periodically, I ask each card to give me a message that's helpful and true. So, there might be all this passion and this like fatigue, and you just want to like communicate your needs in a way that's going to be true and helpful, Is it necessary? Is it kind? That kind of thing. And not communicate with ways in the past that have not been helpful, but you want this like really balanced emotional energy where everybody's investing their passion and their emotions equally. And that's what's great about getting a 6 in a reading, is that there's a really nice balanced harmonious Venusian energy. So it's lovely to have that right in the middle, especially with all of this kind of like, all right, I've been carrying this load, I've been like carrying the fire and the passion, maybe, if this is a sexual or intimate relationship, your partner has been engaged in some other things, or you have engaged in some other kind of like task at hand, and maybe kind of the passion has gone out of the relationship. You're just kind of like, doing your thing, or like something has become unsexy, and you need to have like a really good orgasm, like a petit mort, like where you like come until you pass out. This channel is not for kids. But you got to speak the truth about what you need and like the things you need to ignite you, because you've come to the end of this ignition. You're nearing the completion of a cycle, and it's time to like go forward with passion. And the queen knows what she wants, whether you're male or female. Like, this is about knowing what you want and then telling the king what to do for you. And of course, also this really reads to me as a Knight of Wands as well. It's just like you tell your knight how to do it. And it's very sweet, the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Those are sweet, sweet, sweet cards, but you might need to bust a nut. I apologize if I'm being gauche. The deep, vibrant green of the emerald ranges from transparent to opaque, and emeralds are associated with the month of May and the planet Venus. So yes, we're very, very Venetian. There's something very, very sensual and very hot going on here. Especially lucky when we're on a Friday, which Friday is named after Freya, which is the Norse goddess of love and beauty, corresponding with Venus. So Friday's a good day to maybe have a date night. Do it to it, my love. So, yes, a lot of these gemstones are named after Greek words. I'm not going to go into that because I have trouble pronouncing them frequently. But, Venus in Roman mythology, Hathor in the Egyptian tradition. Both are goddesses of love. And again, we mentioned Freya as well. So, like, I feel like there's a real, like, call out to the goddess for help, and she will tell the mage what to do. Queen of Wands gets what she wants. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion in here. And this is the most sexual reading I've had here so far. So good for you, Cancer. Good for you. You deserve it. You've been working your buns off. You've been carrying the load. Hey, I got an idea, honey. Let's do this for date night, or, even if it's kind of like chaste or whatever, very vanilla, it's fine. Just as long as it excites you and like, makes you feel good and connected, Cancers need to be connected. Emerald is a stone of love and renewal. Oh, yes. And it says love and fortune. So we're in good shape, honey. If you need renewal in an existing relationship, or, you're looking to connect with somebody from the past could definitely be the case. Or if you're starting a new relationship, it's somebody that you feel connected to in the past, like karmically, there's work to do, there's dreams to come true is really the thing, and like these disappointments can go down from the past, the things that didn't work out, but, get rid of them, because you're going forward with this new revitalized energy, but it feels like something like deep in your heart, and you can talk about it, like it's something you can express. And you're close to the end of any kind of frustration. It's like death is coming, like let things go. Scorpio energy. Scorpio is really great at refining. It's this death card is the crucible, so we're really getting a lot of fire in here, a lot of, we've got fire above, water below, so like, there's just like really this cooking and this like, this is the last card in the I Ching, and this is death, it's not the last card in the major arcana, but it's like there's an end here, and we start anew at the end of the cycle, and you've just been carrying too much, and you can put it down, start your bonfire, feu de joie, and let it go and let it glow. Let it go and let it glow. Emerald is a stone of love and renewal. It embodies unity, promotes compassion, and inspires artistic creativity. Yeah, you've got like new ideas coming up. The emerald attracts good luck and invites receptivity, especially in romantic endeavors. Cancer, you're winning. You're winning in this cycle. I love your energy. You have, no matter what you've been through, like, it's coming to an end. You're starting a new thing, and you're going to get everything you want, my love. Let it go. Let it glow. Queen gets what she wants, honey. Feel your fire. Oh, I love it. This is looking great for you. Cancer, I'm so happy to hear this, because, I'm thinking some specific cancers in my life, and you deserve it. And maybe I don't know you personally, but I'm putting you into my little heart nest, along with those cancers who I personally love, and you deserve it too. With that, my loves, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't hit the like button already, I'd appreciate it if you do. Any interactions with you are so met with gratitude, because you being here allows me to be here, and this is really, really joyful for me, especially when I see a really, really positive reading full of such inspired cards, like we started out with this identity crisis, and then it's like there's not any more of that, you know who you are. You're making it happen. Bless you, Cancer. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people, and I wish you peace. Mwah.